The internet was in chaos, and the moment it happened, nobody could look away. T.I., a name that had long been synonymous with hip-hop royalty, long-standing love, and a seemingly solid family life, had just said something that shattered every assumption fans ever had about him. It wasn't just a slip of the tongue or a vague comment meant to be brushed aside. No, this was something monumental, something explosive. He admitted, on a live stream in front of millions of eyes, that he had a secret wife. A second hidden marriage, one that nobody saw coming. And the reaction? Instant pandemonium. People froze their screens, stared at their phones, and began typing furiously, trying to make sense of what they had just heard. The internet, for a brief, terrifying moment, collectively lost its mind. But before diving into the chaos, it's important to understand just how much weight this revelation carried. T.I. and Tiny had been a fixture in the public eye for over a decade. They were more than just a celebrity couple. They were a brand, a family, a symbol of endurance in an industry where love often crumbles under the spotlight. Family hustle had made them household names, and every milestone of their lives had been documented for the public to witness. Fans felt like they knew every piece of them, every flaw, every triumph. But now that illusion was crumbling. The idea that there was a part of T.I.'s life that Tiny, the woman he built his life around, may not have known about, was a bombshell nobody was prepared for. And then, there was Tiny's reaction. She didn't respond with a carefully crafted statement, nor did she post something subtle to Instagram that people could read between the lines. No, she went live. Just like that, in the middle of the night, Tiny appeared on her Instagram Live, face raw, voice trembling, eyes brimming with emotions most people can barely imagine enduring in public. From the very first second, it was clear that this wasn't a performance. She was gutted, hurt, angry, and confused all at once. She didn't hold back. She didn't sugarcoat her feelings. She stared straight into the camera and let the world watch her unravel. "You think you know someone," she said, her voice cracking. "And then the truth hits you like a truck. And everyone else gets to see it too." Every word was soaked in betrayal, in disbelief, and in a grief that seemed almost unbearable. Meanwhile, the internet was having a field day. Comments poured in by the thousands. Fans were crying, theorizing, speculating, and taking sides almost instantaneously. "She's been hiding this all along?" One person wrote. "This can't be real," another tweeted. Within minutes, my secret wife was trending, and the gossip blogs, which had long been circling around T.I.'s past rumors, swooped in like sharks to dissect every possible angle. People began digging through old posts, old interviews, and every snippet of content they could find, trying to uncover who this mysterious figure could be. The speculation was relentless, and it seemed like every minute brought a new twist. And then came the subtle yet telling signs on social media. Tiny, in her heartbreak, began to quietly erase the digital history of her life with T.I. photos of family moments, celebrations, even casual couple pictures, all gone. Her feed darkened, leaving behind only one haunting story. Sometimes you protect the wrong person for too long. Just like that, she vanished from the screen, leaving fans and media alike scrambling to piece together the narrative. Every action was dissected, every post analyzed for meaning. Was it rage? Was it sorrow? Was it a warning to T.I.? Nobody could say for sure. T.I., on his end, responded not with anger or accusations, but with subtlety and cryptic messages. He poured himself into his work, posting studio clips, motivational quotes, and lines like, "Peace comes when truth does." Fans noticed something else, too. Even through the pain, there was a lingering love. T.I. never directly blamed Tiny, never spoke with disdain. His tone was careful, measured, almost reverent. It felt like a man grieving not just a relationship, but the unraveling of a family, a legacy, and a life he had worked so hard to protect. The tension was unbearable. The kind of tension that makes the world stop, watches, and waits, as if collectively holding its breath. The fan theories, of course, ran rampant. Some insisted that the DNA story, which had been floating in the rumor mill for weeks, was leaked deliberately by someone close to Tiny, perhaps as a warning. Others suggested it might have slipped out accidentally during some legal maneuver or public process. Then there were those who claimed the blogs were exaggerating everything for clicks, turning whispers into full-blown drama. Regardless of the truth, one fact was undeniable. The Harris family's privacy was gone. Whatever personal pain they felt, the public was now a part of it, dissecting it, debating it, and even enjoying it in some corners of social media. Weeks passed. Teyana resurfaced on Instagram almost like a ghost, glamorous but silent. A single photo, a faint smile, no caption. The comments section exploded. "Stay strong, queen," one comment read. "Truth always hurts, but you'll rise again," another offered. And yet the question everyone wanted answered, "Where's T.I.? What's happening?" remained unanswered. She gave no reply. She allowed her silence to speak louder than any words ever could. Then came T.I.'s post, the one that stopped everyone cold. A picture of him holding his youngest child, captioned simply, "No test can measure love." For the first time in weeks, he had allowed emotion to seep through the carefully curated image of his life. The public didn't know whether it was forgiveness, acceptance, or regret. Perhaps it was all three at once. But it reminded everyone watching that behind the gossip, behind the scandal, there were real lives being reshaped by betrayal and heartbreak. As the drama unfolded, the narrative evolved beyond mere rumors. The story became about love under pressure, about the fragility of trust, and about what happens when fame exposes the cracks in even the strongest relationships. Fans debated endlessly. Some believed the couple could find their way back to each other. After all, they had survived scandals and rumors before. Others were certain that this time the wound was too deep, too raw to ever heal. One fan perfectly summed up the sentiment. They survived everything: scandals, lies, drama, but no one survives broken trust. The aftermath only intensified as insiders began weighing in, and the gossip machine went into overdrive. Close friends of Teyana reportedly rallied around her, painting a picture of a woman exhausted, heartbroken, and desperate to focus solely on her children, her anchor amidst the storm. Meanwhile, T.I. seemed determined to maintain a facade of normalcy, burying himself in work, dropping cryptic studio clips, and posting quotes about truth, love, and protection. Fans dissected every move, every cryptic caption, every like, reading them as breadcrumbs leading straight to the ultimate question. Who was this secret wife? And how had she stayed hidden for so long? Nothing felt accidental, and every online action added fuel to the frenzy. The speculation didn't stop there. Celebrity connections only made it messier. Iggy Azalea's sudden likes on posts about truth setting people free sent fans into a frenzy, connecting dots, imagining alliances, and conjuring conspiracies. Every subtle hint became a lead in a mystery that was unfolding live, in real time, with millions watching, commenting, and theorizing. It was impossible to look away. Every hour brought a new twist, a shocking possibility, a new layer to the narrative that refused to settle. Amid the chaos, the couple's children became the silent center of attention. Fans expressed genuine concern, realizing that beyond the headlines and memes, real lives were being affected. Every post T.I. shared of his kids, every fleeting glimpse Teyana allowed on her socials became a symbol of resilience, a desperate attempt to hold on to a family amidst betrayal, heartbreak, and public scrutiny. As the weeks passed, the story settled into a rhythm of tension and suspense. Teyana was selective, appearing only in glimpses, strong but guarded. T.I. continued dropping cryptic clues, creating a narrative that left fans in perpetual suspense. What started as a shocking revelation about a secret wife had grown into something bigger, a study in fame, trust, love, and heartbreak. It was a reminder that even those who seem untouchable are human, vulnerable, and capable of unimaginable pain. And through it all, one truth stood out. Love is messy, complicated, and sometimes unrecognizable in the face of betrayal. Teyana and T.I.'s saga had become Hollywood's most talked about drama, a story of loyalty, deception, and the crushing weight of public scrutiny. Fans waited, hearts in their throats, wondering if love could survive truth, and if a family could ever rebuild when the foundation of trust had been shattered. The internet may never forget this moment, and neither will those who invested their hearts in a love story that seemed unbreakable. Until now. Unbreakable. Until now.